Welcome to the Golden Thread Gallery Curators Q&A. My name is Mary Stevens and I'm the Exhibition Officer at the gallery, and I'm joined by Peter Richards, who's the Director. We're really pleased to be able to give some context and insight into the curatorial direction of the gallery, and we've been really thrilled to have such a good response to the call out online for questions from yourselves, so that's great. So I think we're just going to get straight to it. Peter, can you start with giving us a very short introduction to the curatorial motivation of the programming in the gallery?
Okay. Well, in its simplest and shortest sense, I suppose we are here and interested in this idea of how we got to here, this moment in time, in this place, and also where we're going next. And I guess we approach that by working with artists from here, but also working with artists from anywhere else, everywhere else actually, where parallels can be drawn out. Sometimes it's easier to work with artists from outside to reflect on issues that are really local. So it is that kind of idea that the local and the international are connected through conversation.
Yep, and so we'll go straight to one of the questions here, which relates directly to that kind of idea. The first question I have for you is, what are your criteria and processes for selecting artists for a show?
Well, I guess the way we set up the program, well, we have that kind of overarching how we got to here, where we're heading next, where we're going next in mind when we're looking at things. But we tend to approach each year as a unit, particularly across the main exhibition program, and we look to, through the course of the year, draw out different aspects of a particular kind of subject theme through the exhibitions, be they solo or group. And I guess the way we go about then deciding on which artists is based on the work that we've seen. So I suppose what we do here is go out and make sure that we look at everything that we can that's happening locally and nationally, you know, and then where there are bigger exhibitions, events, we travel to go and see them too.
Yeah.
During the course of the year, we'd also carry out studio visits, probably on average about 100 a year across the team. Just to get to know artists and artworks, and sometimes we can work with an artist who we may have visited anything up to 10 years before. It's just about the work that they're making aligning to the subject we're trying to question, yeah, or trying to understand further.
Maybe this is a good place to kind of draw in that kind of purpose that we were talking about, the gallery's purpose.
Okay, well, for the purpose, I think it's actually best I read the last draft of that, so as we we share what we as an organization have set on paper. So we use visual art to open up the past, present, and future, and I think that's where how we got here and where we're going, by offering the public a contextual experience of visual art of our time. And in that sense, I think it's more that we look to use art as a prompt, almost in this idea that the viewer is the co-author, that they complete the artwork based on their past experience, and that there is no fixed meaning or message in an artwork or exhibition as such. Presenting quality and innovative artistic programs that embrace the diversity of contemporary art practice and which engage, educate, challenge, and inspire. And I think those seem almost like values, don't they, really? But I think what we're trying to do there is also, as a gallery, as a team, as an organization, we're looking to become educated ourselves, to challenge ourselves. Because if we're not challenged, how do we expect to challenge anyone else? And then this building and engaging the widest possible audience for contemporary arts, extending the reach of arts and nurturing a deep understanding and enjoyment of current visual art practice within a broader community. I guess that's trying to bridge what we find the gap between who our audience is and who the audience could be. we've taken part in a number of audience survey exercises and understandings. And we realized, well, a lot of people out there are interested and want there to be galleries in this region, but don't necessarily attend or take time out to attend because they feel that it's not necessarily for them. They don't get it. And that's maybe because they expect that there's an expectation that there is a meaning. And if they can't get it, then it's not for them. Whereas I think what we're trying to do is encourage them to go with the approach that we have, that there isn't a meaning, but it acts as a prompt, and we can get a lot of enjoyment out of being inspired by that. Developing, supporting, promoting the work of contemporary Northern Irish artists and contemporary arts practice. Well, we work here, and we enjoy being here, and we want there to be a great scene here for us to enjoy. So where possible, we invest in artists from this region. And in a number of ways, it doesn't mean that our exhibition program is solely based on those artists. There's a lot of mentoring, support, development, and we've a long history of presenting artists' work in a variety of international contexts. And I think the final line was, and we achieve this through exhibitions, workshops, and a range of educational and outreach activities, which I think we do. And even in this time where the gallery is temporarily closed, as are most galleries across Europe, really, we're still looking at different ways to create and share program.
Yep. Okay, thank you. I think that was a really good place to begin with these little sessions. So thank you for answering that. And yeah, so we'll be answering more questions in the next session, and hopefully be covering some more of your queries. So yeah, thank you. See you again. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you. Bye.